Hello, everyone. My name is Felipe Silva, and I'll be talking about the Coca-Cola Company looking into supply chain and packaging systems. So the goals for this presentation are the following: to look into the structure of the company's global supply chain, to evaluate the Coca-Cola packaging system, to see how the company is creating value through packaging, and to look into enhancements in its supply chain also through packaging. So with regards to the supply chain overview, the company has approximately 225 bottling partners worldwide and 900 bottling plants. The initial step within its supply chain is the development of concentrated syrup by the Coca-Cola Company, which is then sold to bottling partners. In parallel, these bottling partners rely heavily on local agricultural supplies to endure the manufacturing of the packaging of drinks. Further downstream, storage and warehousing occur, and finally, sales and distribution. With regards to the customer values endured by the Coca-Cola Company, I believe a distinctive price and brand representation are very characteristic of this company, which brings a strong customer relationship, and also the creation of a unique and identifying customer relationship, which also combats the competition from other players within the beverage market. Additional attributes of the company presents are worldwide presence, product consistency, and price consistency, variety of products, expansion of low-calorie and sugar-free products, and reduced CPG sizes, which is something that is continuously being invested heavily by the company. For a mapping step of the packaging, I specifically focus on the PET, which the first step is for resin suppliers to create the PET through extrusion process, which then goes into an injection molding bottling manufacture. In parallel, HDPE caps are generally made also for these PET bottles. All of these are then transferred into bottling partners, which then do all the manufacturing and final packaging of the drinks. These then are primary packaged within the facility and are then distributed through distribution centers and retailers, all through unit load packaging, finally reaching the consumer. What is very critical on this mapping step is to consider the circularity and focus between step 8 and step 3, basically to re-engage the utilization of plastic life cycle within the system. With regards to the supply chain analysis, the logistics strategy of the company is to act within a local level. A lot of their commodities are procured within the region close by where the bottling facilities occur. For instance, in Europe, the Coca-Cola Company mainly utilizes beet sugar, in Asia cane sugar, and in America corn syrup. With regards to supply chain integration, the company has been doing a lot of collaboration and standardization with third-party companies such as SAP, doing blockchain implementations to ultimately create a more linear flow of data sharing, and also promote increased flexibility and visibility, data centralization, transparency, and ultimately improve its margin share. With regards to the risk and mitigations that I found with regards to this company, I believe potential short of agriculture supplies due to natural resources is something that is very important and very worrisome for the Coca-Cola Company. And a way to mitigate such risk is to pool or aggregate demand. The customer and consumer preference shift, which is something directly related to its competitors, and how to mitigate such issue would be to increase flexibility across the supply chain, which the company is ultimately doing, having a wide variety of brands within its portfolio. And the last risk is the dependency on the performance of supply chain partners, which can be mitigated by having strong and efficient alternate suppliers. With regards to packaging value creation, I've focused specifically on smaller packaging sizes, which is the reduction or optimization of the packaging design, how the company is also looking into less or zero sugar beverages, how the company is also looking into more innovative packaging itself, not only specifically the primary packaging, but also secondary packaging, for instance, how basically to wrap and provide better recycled fasteners within their packaging systems. And finally, also the different types of PET plastic material sources that the company can utilize within its system. With regards to some supply chain enhancements that I've thought about that can be applicable to its supply chain that are directly related to packaging improvements, the first improvement would be to adopt a similar program that's being conducted in Brazil, which is essentially it's a returnable PET program where companies get credit or some type of incentive by retailers once the consumers return the original PET post consumption. So basically, my improvement there would be to spread this the same program, but through the Coca-Cola branches worldwide, and to establish some type of membership program with this, where about a 5 to 10% discount within the next CPG purchase possibly could be applicable. Improvements two would be to consider, for instance, filling stations or pouch solutions to carry Coca-Cola products. The main issue with this type of improvement is basically how the company would combat or maintain its quality system or the quality of its product. For instance, if a product is delivered through a pouch or through some sort of powder solution, and the customer would mix that and do a carbonation at his own home, the origins of water can be somewhat questionable. So there's liability of how the company is going to be providing the customer the guarantee of its final product as is now. The third improvement that I thought of was also to basically expand the R&D of technologies of utilizing low quality scrap material and really investing on plant-based materials, which is something that the company has been heavily doing. But basically it would be to expand more this R&D technology and really try to reduce as much as possible the amount of PET virgin plastic that's entering the packaging system. So a couple of conclusions that are important to phrase. Involvement in circularity within packaging activities is something vital within this Coca-Cola company. They have already been adopted sustainable and packaging value creation. The structure and continuous optimization of the supply chain is something that has to be adopted by future leaders within this company. Continuous involvement of the Coca-Cola packaging system is also a critical step. And like we said, packaging and value creation from the specific examples that we've explored ultimately are bringing a lot of benefits for its supply chain. We also presented a couple of examples with regards to enhancements in the supply chain through packaging.